Welcome to the Mickey Updates podcast, starring Ed, Mark, and Rob. You've arrived at your destination for the latest happenings involving Orlando area attractions, news, and reviews. There's much to learn about this beautiful global city, and there are three guys willing to display their expertise to deliver you this knowledge. From the world-famous Walt Disney World to the wonderful SeaWorld, the Mickey Updates podcast has your dose of the latest going on in the Central Florida region. Now, let's welcome the three guys featured on this broadcast. Prepare yourselves for Ed, Mark, and Rob.
Alrighty, welcome to this week's Mickey Updates, the show. Or this half weeks, I should say.
Second one this week?
Yeah. This week's Mickey Updates the show, broadcasting for you live here on Ustream. We are here recording for iTunes, and we got all kinds of good stuff to talk about this week, and all kinds of great things and all kinds of good stuff going on.
You always are so generic.
I know.
We got great stuff and good things and greatness and greatness and some stuff to talk about that's great.
Well, that's because I sit here and then a problem comes up and then my brain immediately stops and then I forget
that's all right.
exactly
Just keep
where I
it
was
generic,
going.
bro. It's all right. We'll be as vague as possible. From letting people know it's going to be great.
We're going to change the name of the website to Vague Updates.
Yeah. Ed, can you hand me that real fast, the iPad there?
Oh, yes.
Thank you. Before we get started here, a couple things we want to thank our sponsors, of course. But before we do that, there's something I want to talk about, something special that we'll be doing here soon. And I didn't mention it before, but I need to mention it now.
Do I know about this?
You do know about this.
I do. Okay.
Now,
I often wonder how surprised I'm going to be.
Now, okay, so on September 12th, I don't know if you have seen any of the attractions, magazine shows, or anything like that. You may have heard us mentioned on show 118. I believe it's show 118. But we are participating in the attractions Blogger Bowl, which is a bowling charity raising event for Give Kids the World. We are participating. We are currently getting a team together for that. And we have all that stuff on there, and we have a donation page where we're taking donations. Now, we are going to take donations. Like I said, this is on September 12th. We are taking donations for the event. We'll have a post or something written up with information on how you can donate and all that stuff. We'll get something out tomorrow with information on how you can donate and all that good stuff. But our goal for this event is to raise $1,000 for Give Kids the World. That's what we'd like to raise. So if you can contribute to that, $1,000 would be the goal on that. And we will be at the Blogger Bowl. We will be bowling against other blog sites, Diz Unplugged, WDW Radio, just a bunch of Attractions Magazine, On the Go, and MCO. Just a bunch of websites that you may have heard of before. And Banks, if you watch show 118, Banks has already singled us out and said that we are the team to look out for because we are the bowlers. So definitely
by we he means him and Ed.
Well, I'm stacking my team, so I just want them to know that.
Well, am I on it?
You're on it because you're on the podcast.
Oh, wow.
But to be honest with you, with the team that I'm gonna stack, it doesn't matter.
Can be as bad as I want to be.
You know,
you're just there.
It's like okay, this is how I'll equate it to baseball. It's like and this is gonna be bad because of recent events, but you know, it's like if we were doing a softball or baseball tournament and I brought A-Rod on our team. So there will be a few A-Rods on my bowling team.
Nice.
Remember,
you're already awesome.
Remember, if we actually get if we raise $1 million, Robert will guarantee a 300.
Yeah, if we raise $1 million, I will guarantee a 300.
You can't do that.
I can. If we raise $1 million, trust me, Give Kids the World we will guarantee a 300. we will get in that computer and we will change that score. Oh, so
a 9 becomes a strike so easily.
Stuff coming up. Make sure
secrets.
you check out the attractions. Bowl, Orlando Attraction Magazine Blogger Bowl. We'll be participating in that, and come down and check us out. We'll be down there. You can come check us out. There'll be a silent auction. There'll be all kinds of things going on, and this is at Splitsville on September 12th. And I don't have the time for you right now. It's in the afternoon, like 12 to 4 or something.
That'd be Splitsville, downtown Disney.
Yes, Splitsville, downtown Disney, and I know it's $25 per person for us to be involved in it, but I think it's the same for if you want to come and watch, and there's food and stuff involved in that, and all kinds of good stuff. So
Food.
it should be awesome.
Who doesn't like food?
So check that out. So moving on from that awesomeness that is the Attractions Blogger Bowl, we will be moving into our sponsors real fast. We want to thank our sponsors. We want to thank Kingdom Strollers. They provide premium stroller and crib rentals delivered straight to your Disney Orlando Resort, hotel, or vacation home free of charge. You choose the time of delivery and pickup, and they'll do the rest. It couldn't be easier. So book your Orlando stroller at their website, www.kingdomstrollers.com, or call or text them at 407-271-5301. That's kingdomstrollers.com, or call or text them at 407-271-5301. And we want to thank MapleLeafTickets.com. They've been providing discount Orlando area attraction tickets for more than 30 years. Visit them today at MapleLeafTickets.com or call 1-800-841-2837. That's 1-800-841-2837. That's MapleLeafTickets.com. Get your tickets from those guys. Unforgettable Destinations, your experts to the world of magic. A Disney vacation requires planning, knowledge, and constant research for your favorite destination. Unforgettable Destination allows you to kick back and planning to those who know it best. So your vacation is unforgettable and full of memories instead of stress. Visit their website at www.unforgettable.destinations.com or call toll-free 1-800-459-8123. That's www.unforgettabledestinations.com or toll-free at 1-800-450-8123. And now, for a limited time through July 31st, you can book your unforgettable destination and receive free dining.
That's July 31st.
July. Wow.
Oh wait, excuse me. That's already passed. Never mind. Read the script.
Well, you're.
I just read what
you're
the
just
teleprompter.
you're getting overzealous. That's all.
I read what the teleprompter tells me.
Yes,
to read.
you do.
And by teleprompter, I mean
I'm gonna change.
Usually the teleprompter is my.
I'm gonna change.
We
the
sure do.
Teleprompter.
Follow Twitter and Facebook
Like
with the
an
keyword
anchor
new
man.
destinations. Packages for 2014 are already available, so contact them now and be their guest and let Unforgettable Destinations do the work. So there you go. Yay!
Yay!
Guest, I hand it over here.
I'm handing that to Ed. So there we go. And now it's time for the news with Mark.
We don't have any news.
And what's the secret word of the day?
Don't even start. I'm not going to start screaming all
Limited
over the
time. Limited is the secret word of the day.
It's not a good word to pick this week.
So let's go with that.
Now I'm afraid.
Time magic.
Limited time magic.
You said the word of the day.
Cover your ears with heroes or villains. Do you see yourself as a hero? Perhaps you fancy yourself a villain. No matter which side of the coin you fall on, continued commemorating the year of the ear by slipping a reversible cover your ears base over your Mickey Mouse ear hat. Each side of these magical pieces of merchandise feature either fearless heroes or evil villains from classic Disney entertainment. Explore where your allegiance lies and discover this limited time magic offer in the Chapeau Hat Shop at Walt Disney World Resort. You know, Chapeau Hat is redundant. Chapeau, that's Hat Shop.
When he goes to the hat shot.
Yeah, it's the Hat Shop. Basic black ear hat not included. So this is just a cover. And
So
there
is the
a
hat shop next to the at shop.
I like hats. Limited time magic. Get a free Planes commemorative wing pin at Soarin'. Junior pilots, prepare for takeoff with your very own pair of commemorative pilot wings celebrating planes. Disney's upcoming animated action-packed comedic adventure taking flight in 3D in theaters Friday, August 9th. Set your course for Soarin' at Epcot, where kids between the ages of 5 and 13 can get their wings while supplies last, courtesy of Limited Time Magic.
Limited time.
So keep that in mind. The wings are for ages 5 to 13.
So Ed can't get wings.
None of us can.
I can. I can pass the 13.
Then again, I'm almost 50, so if you kind of divide that, I can either get 10 to 20 pins.
Yeah, I think you should go with that. We should go there and tell them that.
See what
I'm
happens.
do like at least 10. I mean, geez. We could work something out here, you know.
Save $4 on select performances to Disney on Ice, Princesses and Heroes in September. One of the longest running and popular Disney on Ice productions, Princesses and Heroes, is returning to Orlando in September, and tickets are on sale now. Enter a world of wonder where heroes and hearts prevail. Join Ariel as she yearns to explore the world above the waves, and Prince Eric breaks Ursula's slithering spell to reclaim his one true love.
Does Donald Duck and Sebastian the Crab do a skating duo?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Donald Duck and Sebastian the Crab.
Let's see. Well, they're both, nautical figures, right? A duck, he's in the water.
And he wears a boat hat.
Crab goes in the water.
But he wears a hat
There you
like
go.
he's on a boat.
It's all seafaring.
You're seafaring.
See Prince Philip defeat the evil Maleficent as she transforms herself into a fire-breathing dragon in a race against time to rescue Sleeping Beauty Aurora. Be there to discover a whole new world with Jasmine and Aladdin, and watch in awe as the dreams of Cinderella, Belle, Snow White, Rapunzel, and Tiana come true. High-flying jumps, daring acrobatic, breathtaking skating, and lovable Disney friends are just a wish away. See Disney on Ice presents Princesses and Heroes, where believing is just the beginning.
So that Brian Boitano?
What would Brian Boitano do? Showtimes. Disney on Ice, Princesses and Heroes takes place at the Amway Center at 7:30 p.m. September 13th, 11 a.m., 3 and 7 p.m. September 14th, and 1 and 5 p.m. September 14th. Prices range from $8 to $55 plus fees per ticket, and everyone 2 years and older is required to have a ticket. You can purchase tickets for all the dates on our website.
Yay.
Discount. If you would like to purchase tickets, you can using our discount offer to save $4 on select performances. Just also click on the website and choose the correct date and location. Enter the promo code MOMDOI. Momdoi.
Momdoi.
Momdoi.
Momdoi.
MOMDOI to take advantage of this deal.
Jumbo.
The discount is valid for Saturday 11 a.m., Saturday 7 and 7 p.m., and Sunday 5 p.m. Offer not valid on front row or VIP seats. Not valid the day of the show. Win tickets. Feld Entertainment has provided us with 4 tickets to give away to one lucky person. You'll be able to find out how you can win these in the next few weeks. Now, that's going to be from us, right? The 4 tickets that we're giving away?
When it says we've been provided, or they provided us, we are the us.
We are the us. So Mickey Updates is going to be giving away 4 tickets to the...
and we will be going, too. We're going.
Right.
So
we are? Cool.
If okay, I'll pose this, and this is may sound cheesy, but we're going too. So what the heck? If you whoever wins the tickets and gets to go to said event, you will get a when is this? September what?
Did you not listen?
September 14th.
September 13th, 14th, and that's it.
You let us know what date. Whoever wins the contest, you let us know when you want to go, and we will try to go the same night so you can have a night out with Mickey Updates.
Yay!
I'm sorry. Whoever wins, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too, but hey.
Walt Disney World refurbishments for August. Here's a reminder of attractions closing for refurbishment during the month of August. August 1st, 2013 through August 20th. Regal Carousel closed for refurbishment.
That sucks. It's only good on August 15th.
No, speaking of the carousel,
And this,
a whole
this
new
next-
world. It's a whole new world for the carousel because it's getting a refurbishment. Get it? Whole new world.
Next ride's only good on August 8th.
August 5th through August 9th, the Liberty Square Riverboat closed for refurbishment. August 5th through December 1st. That's huge. Disney's All-Star Resorts Food Court closed for refurbishment. Reopening date not yet confirmed.
Wow.
Oh, man, one of my favorite attractions. August 6th, 2013 through September 2nd, 2013, Jim Henson's Muppet Vision 3D will be closed for refurbishment. August 19th through September 30th, Jungle Cruise closed for refurbishment.
Dang it, that's only good on August 20th.
August 22nd through August 27th, Spaceship Earth closed for refurbishment.
And that's only good on August 26th.
I don't know what you mean by that.
It's a joke.
What? I don't get the joke. What's the joke?
I'm saying it's only good on the day it's closed.
What's only good?
Oh, you're saying the ride is only good on August 26th?
That's the only good day to ride. It was a joke.
Oh, I see. Now I get it. I get it now.
I kind of get it.
August 24th through September 14th, Disney's Saratoga Springs Grandstand Pool closed for refurbishment. So, that's too bad about Muppet Vision. It should get an overhaul, though.
Yes.
You need an overhaul.
You're the one that needs...
Hauling.
Lights Motor Action Extreme Stunt Show closing for refurbishment in November. More refurbishments. Lights Motor Action Extreme Stunt Show at Disney Hollywood Studios will be closing for refurbishment from November 18th through November 21st, reopening on November 22nd. And if I'm not mistaken, all these refurbishments can be found on our
Mickey Updates smartphone applications.
Not dumb phone application. Not a dumb phone application. A smartphone application.
Download our application.
What is this, subliminal?
You must download.
Anyway, if you are visiting, definitely check out, download our app onto your smartphone. And
Not your dumb phone.
This way you can find out when the refurbishments are to make sure that there are no disappointments when you
Dumb
get there.
phones need not apply.
I feel like he's gonna assimilate us.
You will be absorbed.
Resistance is futile. Just remember that.
Gary Sinise returning for opening night at 2013 Candlelight Processional.
Hey, Lieutenant Dan.
You know what? Speaking of Gary Sinise, they need to have a package, all right? Make it
If you guys don't know, Gary Sinise actually travels with a band.
He does.
The Lieutenant Dan Band, and
Yep.
he's very, very.
He does
USO shows.
Yeah, USO shows.
Yeah, he's very passionate about supporting the troops and entertaining the troops. So
he is. You're right. He is.
He's kind of found his calling in that. So way to go, Gary. We
Dan,
appreciate you.
You got your legs back.
So the current lineup is November 29th through December 1st. Gary Sinise. Ed's favorite person showing up between December 2nd and December 3rd.
Who is it? Who is it?
TBD.
Always flakes out.
Wait, 4th and 5th, Ashley Judd.
The 4th
Really?
and 5th, Ashley Judd, which is new.
Which-
December 6th and
I'll
December
ask
7th.
you that after the show.
Okay. Whoopi Goldberg, December 8th through December 10th.
The hot
Sigourney
one. The one
Weaver.
that was hot and Alien.
Yeah, we talked about that last
Dude,
week.
she was hot and Alien.
That's last week's news,
That's
bro.
the poll. I'm still asking a
Still not-
question.
Don't do that. December 11th through December 13th, Dennis Haysbert. who was also new. December 14th through December 16th, James Denton. December 17th through December 19th, Edward James Olmos. I think he shows up every year.
He does.
December 20th through December 22nd, Trace Atkins. December 23rd through December 25th, TBD making his second appearance for the month. December 26th through December 28th, Blair Underwood. And December 29th through December 30th will be Amy Grant. So if you want to see any of those people, check out our website, find out the dates again, and make yourself go to the show.
Whoopi Goldberg, I'll be there. Amy Grant does it every year, too.
Yes.
Yeah, I think important.
One who's not mentioned but will probably do it.
She was mighty.
Which because he's a big Disney fan. Neil Patrick Harris.
Patrick Harris? He's done it before, too.
Yes, because he's a big Disney fan. And he loves the tequila bar at Epcot.
You know who else loves Disney
Yeah, he
that I'd like to
does.
see do this? Would be
Morgan Freeman.
Steven Tyler. Could you see him leading a candlelight procession home?
Jesus is born!
Born this way.
Born this way. They told him to born this way.
That would be so
and
cool.
a manger stirred. There was no room in the inn.
Very Aerosmith Christmas.
Born in an elevator.
No, born in a manger.
Born in a manger in the barn.
This is on the fly, isn't it? You're just making this up as we go.
We should commission Steven Tyler to remake all of Metallica's greatest hits into Christmas songs. Sorry,
Yeah.
that's wrong band. I know, but I just the song
But
popped
we
in
get
my
the
head.
point, yeah.
We get the point. See, it would be good. He could do that one too.
Disney donates 100.
I mean, Aerosmith. Did I say Metallica?
Yes,
I
you
meant
did say
Aerosmith.
Metallica.
It'll be
God.
like
Go ahead, rewind
it'll
it.
be like the it'll be like,
Aerosmith. Wow.
it'll be like that what Cheap Trick did.
What's that?
They took their what was that? Oh God, what was their big hit?
You have to make you have to know the joke if you're gonna.
No,
tell
I
us
know
it.
I know the song they did was the remix version is "I Want You for Christmas."
Oh, I want you to want me.
Want you for Christmas.
They actually did that.
I need you for
and
Christmas.
that's the chorus.
I want you ham for Christmas.
Not the ham part.
I want it glazed in honey. Didn't I set the oven to 350?
The next Weird Al over here. Which is actually pretty impressive that you're doing that,
Oh, I do that all the time.
out of
It's just-
pocket like
it
this.
just pops in my head.
It's pretty cool. And you kept it clean, which is really impressing me because usually you don't.
What are you trying to say here?
The car rides, going to Orlando and back can be sometimes interesting with music playing.
What exactly do
I
you
can't,
do here?
I can't tell
at
everybody what
Initech?
you do. Don't call me out on this. You don't want me to tell.
I deal with the customer.
So the software person doesn't have to.
So what would you say?
On with the news. Disney donates $100,000 for disaster preparedness in Central Florida.
Disney.
The American Red Cross
Hey,
Mid-Florida
donate
region
100 for
has received a
disaster preparedness.
$100,000 donation from Walt Disney World Resort in support of the organization's disaster relief services.
You know, if they really wanted to help, they should just donate use of the utilidors in a disaster.
I don't know.
That would be good.
That would be cool. Yes. The contribution.
I'm saying it. Those things are like proof. I mean, I'm serious. Those things are locked tight. They're
Indeed.
good.
The contribution will be used to help the Red Cross respond immediately to the need of kids and families in Central Florida impacted by local disasters. The donation is part of Disney's support of the Red Cross's annual disaster giving program for emergency preparedness throughout the United States. We are thankful to Disney for its support of the American Red Cross, says Karen Hagan, President and CEO of the Red Cross Mid-Florida chapter. This generous donation allows the Red Cross to continue its life-saving work preparing for and responding to emergencies in Central Florida. For more than 130 years, the mission of the American Red Cross has been to prevent and alleviate human suffering in the face of emergencies by mobilizing the power of volunteers and the generosity of donors. This is pretty heavy here, man. Hang on.
Sorry. All right.
People affected by disaster need to know that they have a safe place to stay, food to eat, and emotional support as they take the first steps to recovery. In addition to financial contributions, Disney has supported the American Red Cross through the commitment of Disney volunteers. So far this year, nearly 100 Walt Disney World cast members has successfully completed the Ready When Time Comes training, which prepares volunteers to provide basic shelter, setup, and food services assistance to victims of disasters. We are proud to support the efforts of the American Red Cross, which has a long history of helping people in need, says Nancy Gadusko, Director of the Community Relations Walt Disney World Resorts. By making this financial investment, along with the support of our Red Cross trained volunteers, we hope that our community is even more prepared to provide comfort during a natural disaster. Last month, Disney also donated $250,000 to support Red Cross relief efforts in response to the Oklahoma tornadoes and severe storms that affected several states in the Midwest. So
Disney does good stuff.
Yes. Yes, they do. And I'm happy that they do it. It's nice that they give back not only to our community, but, to the rest of the nation, too.
I was serious about the Utilidors thing, by the way. That wasn't
I'm
a
sure
joke.
you were. No.
No, those really are, secure.
There you go. There's one vote. Cool. I'm at 100% right now. And let's see. Animal Kingdom debuts special kiosk on August 4th for guests with dietary restrictions. Beginning August 4th, guests with food allergies and intolerances visiting Disney's Animal Kingdom will have an easy way to learn about meal options in the park that can accommodate dietary restrictions and pick up some healthful prepackaged snacks, which we have a picture of on our website.
Rice chips.
Yummy.
Rice chips, really?
Yeah. Ugh. They're in the picture.
The kiosk located on Discovery Island.
Oh, say that word again. I love it when you say that word. Kiosk. Kiosk.
The kiosk.
It's just the way you say it. It's like kiosk. It's almost like when you say
like
Cool
karate.
Whip. It's like Cool Whip.
Cool Whip.
See?
Cool Whip. The kiosk.
I'm just saying you should be nicer to Will Wheaton. Will Wheaton.
Well, the kiosk located on Discovery Island next to Adventurers Outpost is called the Garden Kiosk. Gardens Kiosk, where guests can stop and chat about food allergies or intolerances such as gluten or lactose or dairy, peanuts and tree nuts, shellfish, soy.
Yep.
Fish,
soy,
eggs,
El Niño.
and corn. And while you'll be directed to the best restaurants to accommodate your needs, it's important to speak with a manager or chef at the restaurant. But you'll already know exactly what the restaurant can accommodate before you begin your meal. You can also pick up snacks at the gardens, including popcorn, desserts, chips, hummus with vegetables, granola bars, and gluten-free beer.
Gluten-free beer.
That's
Probably
gluten-free beer.
Red Bridge.
Yesterday when I got my friend, he does hair cutting now. They have this shampoo. Okay, it's made from brewer's yeast for beer.
And what's it do?
I don't know what it does, but he's getting me some. So
all right,
it doesn't matter.
Let me know how it is.
It smells like it makes your hair smell like a brewery, which is not necessarily a bad thing in my opinion.
It might not be a good thing either if you get pulled over.
Well, I mean, it's not like a.
Sir, you smell like a brewery. I'd swear I haven't had anything to drink.
I smell like the Duff.
Step out of the car, please.
No, it doesn't really smell like a brewery.
Vegan sweets from Baby Cakes also will be offered. All natural organic goodies that are made without wheat, gluten, dairy, casein, and eggs. I don't know if I pronounced that right.
Let me see what you got there. Yeah,
Casein?
Yeah.
The Gardens is open daily from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. While this is the only park with a kiosk, guests with food allergy concerns can also speak with a manager or chef at many Walt Disney World Resort restaurants who will do their best to accommodate. For more information, visit DisneyWorld.com to review special dietary requests or send an email 14 days prior to your visit with special needs to specialdiet@DisneyWorld.com.
You know, while I applaud Disney for doing this type of casing, while I applaud Disney for doing this type of stuff where they're doing the food allergies and stuff, I think that Disney misses out on a big demographic when it comes to this type of food stuff, and that is vegans and vegetarians.
Well, they mentioned vegans.
But that's because it's Baby Cakes. Baby Cakes publicly says we're a vegan. Everything we serve is vegan.
Okay,
it's everything we have is vegan. So they publicly say that, which it wouldn't be a long shot for Disney to say, we're serving all this healthy, gluten-free, da-da-da-da-da, we tell you what's in it stuff. If they know the ingredients, why wouldn't it be a long shot for them to say, okay, this is not only for food allergies, but for vegans and vegetarians as well. The reason why I bring this up is I've had multiple instances where my cousin's wife has been a vegan since she was like 4. You know, she just doesn't do it. That's her lifestyle. She just doesn't eat meat and cheese and eggs and all that. She's fine with that. She's done it forever. She's good. But food allergy. And she's like, I don't have a food allergy. I'm a vegan. And then they're like, well, you have to tell us a food allergy or we can't serve you the ice cream. Just make something up. Now that to me just seems asinine beyond all belief, because it's like, okay, why do I have to do that? That doesn't make any sense. Why do I have to show you why do I have to act that way? Why do I have to show you or tell you I have a food allergy, I'm a vegan? Why can't they add that in their computer system? Why can't vegan just be an option? Hey, I'm vegan.
Well, I think what they want to try to avoid, I mean, they just might have limited quantities of the special soy ice cream. They may just be limited.
But you know what the thing is? But vegans know it's there. I mean, there's websites dedicated to vegan stuff at Disney. And the other thing is, too...
all I have to do is go up and say lactose intolerant.
But here's the other side of it, too. Disney, for the longest time, has gotten a really bad review as far as their vegan food options and vegetarian food options. And, I mean, which I think is horribly wrong because, you know, like, for example, I'll take Trails End. I went to Trails End for dinner with my cousin and his wife, and the chef was more than accommodating and made a complete vegan meal for her, you know, grilled veggies and all this stuff, and she loved it. It was absolutely the best thing that she had, you know, vegan at Disney. So the options are there for vegans. I just think that Disney needs to publicize it more because I think they're missing out. I mean, vegans are a big market, and if they could say, hey, look, we support vegans. We have Baby Cakes, which is all vegan treats. We have all these dietary options that are all vegan. I mean, vegans don't, I mean, they want, I think it would be better if they publicly said, hey, we support vegans, instead of just saying, oh yeah, we have these things for food allergies and stuff. Obviously, they know what all the ingredients are in these different dishes that are these different items. That's why they're saying, okay, they can do the food allergies thing. So it's not a long shot for them to say, hey, we also, you know,
so what do you,
food allergies
what are you
and
proposing?
Vegans. I propose that Disney has some sort of market.
Certain parts of
I mean, I just think they need to publicize more what options are available for vegans and not. Maybe a symbol on the menu. Maybe a green circle with a V in it. That means that this item is vegan or it can be made vegan. Or put something on the menu that says, you know, I mean, people understand food allergies and that's on the menu, but say, hey, if you're a vegan or a vegetarian as well, and you don't see something on the menu, maybe our chef can make something for you. Publicize the fact that they can be a to not just people with food allergies, but vegans as well. Because if you just say food allergies, although the food allergies thing is good and vegans can eat the stuff because now they know all the ingredients. They can determine what they can and can't eat. And the food allergy thing helps that. But it also kind of discriminates the vegans by not publicly saying that we can make these items for you as well.
Right.
They have the stuff. It's kind of a slap in the face because they say we have this stuff there ready to go, but and it works for a vegan, but we're not going to say it's vegan. Why not? Why
I'd be
not?
interested to get her more of an input from her as to
why not just say it's vegan too?
Yeah, experiences that she's had at the park.
I mean,
with
it's
trying
just
to eat.
always been an absolute nightmare to get anything with vegan food at Disney, and the part of the reason why that is because of the food allergies thing. Because no matter where you go, if you want a custom dish, you have to basically tell the chef, "Hey, I have a food allergy. Make something custom for me." You have to tell them that.
So if it's life-threatening, they accommodate. If it's a lifestyle choice,
they don't want to accommodate.
They want to accommodate.
That's my point. And it seems like they're singling out the vegans and vegetarians and such by not saying, "Hey, look, we can do this." It doesn't seem like they're already doing it. Why not just say we accommodate the vegans and vegetarians as well? That's all I'm saying.
There's got to be a reason for it.
I mean, you already do it. I mean, but what would be the reason? They're not going to get in any trouble. There's no legal reason.
No, not in any trouble. And
I mean, there's no legal reason for them not to do it.
No. I think it would just be time-consuming.
Not necessarily. I
That's
mean,
the only thing I can come up with.
It takes the same. It would take the same time for the chef to come out for a food allergy as it would for them to come out for a vegan.
I'm just saying. Then you've got a multitude of vegans. You've more than doubled your market there.
That's fine.
Right.
That's more
Right.
customers in your park.
But that's more time of him out of the kitchen saying,
Not necessarily.
how do I accommodate you?
I mean, there's a lot. I see constantly.
I'm just trying to play the devil's
well,
advocate here.
I know. But I can honestly say constantly, I constantly see in the parks, most recently when I went to be our guest a while back, I saw this. I constantly see parents pulling the chefs out of the kitchen and saying, "Hey, look, I need to, can you substitute this, do that, blah, 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 blah." I see this all the time at the parks. It's a daily thing, I'm sure. It's a daily thing for them to do this. So I don't think it's really that, I mean, the 5 minutes that they spend with that person to figure out what they can eat, even if it's 5 minutes, it may not even be that long. The chef just comes out and says, "Hey, I'm the chef. I hear you're vegan. This is what I can make for you. Is that okay?" The person says yay or nay, and then they go on with their self.
I think they're better off doing their other idea by making vegan meals available at certain restaurants. This way, the vegans can go in there and go,
"That's
I agree
my
with
meal."
That too. This way, they don't have to involve the chef at all.
And putting something on the menu. And I was really hoping when the wave initially came out, when the wave initially opened, there was this whole theme behind the wave. It was healthy, sustainable, fresh food. It was, like sustainable fish, sustainable shrimp, all this other stuff. That was the theme of it. Plus, it had this health theme to it, which kind of laid into the vegetarian vegan thing. So it kind of got, you could kind of think of it as the vegan vegetarian restaurant. And I thought really they were changing things with that restaurant. And this is something that they could do at every restaurant and say, "Hey, look, we have," and they had items on the menu that were vegan friendly and so on and so forth. So, I mean, I know they can do it. I just don't understand why they don't do it. There's no really good reason for them not to do it. I mean, they're just singling out one of their customer demographics. I mean, clearly, baby cakes is one of the most popular. All I ever hear about is baby cakes. I mean, it's one of the most popular places to go on Disney property, and because it's vegan. And B, because the stuff is good and people are like, "Oh my God, this is vegan. I can't believe it." Look at the Terra booth last year.
We'll be talking about that soon.
At Food and Wine with the chicken. You had the chicken. You had the chili.
I had the chili. It was delicious.
And wasn't it good?
It was really good.
And that was a vegan entree. So, I mean, stuff like that. I mean, they can make these entrees and regular guests will buy them just as much as the other guests, just because, they want to try something different. So I think they're really missing out on a big market here that they could get involved in.
No,
But
hopefully they're listening. See if they can do anything about it, and then there you go. Your soapbox will be vindicated.
No, I just think that they single out
yes
vegans or vegetarians and vegans.
Well, they need to.
Yeah,
they need to support that. I agree with you.
I think so too.
Festival of the Lion King is relocating to Africa at Animal Kingdom. Disney has finally confirmed that Festival of the Lion King will move to a new theater in 2014, which is currently being built in Africa at Disney's Animal Kingdom. The show is currently in the Camp Mickey or Mini Mickey area of the park. The relocation is in preparation for the addition of the planned Avatar area. We won't talk about that now.
Mini Mickey is going away. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Well,
And
I mean,
being
people,
taken over by Avatar Land.
I've heard people hinting at it. I've heard people, I've heard friends that have talked with Imagineers, and they've kind of hinted at the same thing. So its days are numbered. But there really is. I mean, besides, the only thing I would miss, I think, from Mini Mickey, if they got rid of the whole thing, would be Pizza Safari. I would miss Pizza Safari.
Actually, that's not technically part of Camp Mini Mickey.
Oh, it isn't?
No.
Oh.
Well, there
Flame
you go.
Tree is, isn't it? No, it's not.
No.
That's on the other side.
Yeah.
Pizza Safari, though, if they ever took that, I would miss that, because you do get a nice deal with the pizza and the salad, and I like the pizza. Pizza Safari is good.
2013 Epcot International Food and Wine Festival menus. The Marketplace kiosk menus for the 2013 International Food and Wine Festival have just been released. The 2013 festival will run from September 27th through November 11th, 2013. We'll just hit some highlights here.
Just one thing I want to say right quick. I did go over the menu, and one thing that seems to be they have more of this year, which is really good, is beer. They have
Yay.
more craft beer because really, and I know
Craft beer is a very popular thing.
yes, it's a very popular thing. It's
It's
coming like a
local breweries are becoming the new thing.
Yes.
Restaurants with bars in them, restaurants with like breweries in them, and so
I mean, to be honest, craft beer is kind of like the new wine.
yeah.
So Terra, which is the vegan restaurant or the vegan kiosk that they'll have there, will have chicken curry with
Ooh, that
balsamic
sounds good.
rice featuring
Basmati
chicken
Basmati
breast.
rice.
Chili Colorado with house-made chips and cashew cheese featuring Gardein beefless tips. That sounds delicious.
Beefless, I like that. It's funny.
Chocolate
Why does
cake.
the tips have a star next to it?
I don't know. Fresh watermelon juice, Napa Smith Organic
Fresh
IPA.
watermelon juice? That sounds awesome.
And for those of you who don't know, IPA is Independent Pale Ale. if I'm
No,
not mistaken.
India Pale Ale.
India?
Indian Pale Ale.
Okay.
Yeah, Indian Pale Ale.
Yes.
The vegan wine Chardonnay and the vegan wine red blend.
Ooh.
Brazil has an all-new menu.
Brazil.
Seared scallops with ragout of tomatoes, peppers, hearts of palm, and steamed rice. Crispy pork bellies with black beans, onions, avocado, and cilantro, and some other stuff.
Let's see. So let's look at Brazil here. Seared scallop. That sounds good.
Nope.
Crispy pork belly. That sounds really good.
Crispy is good with black beans, onions, avocado, and cilantro.
That does sound really good.
That is.
I don't think I've ever had a pork belly before.
It's a Kaiser.
Cervejaris, Sorisas,
Brewery. Black beer. Ugh, I know, thank you. Moscato wine. That sounds good. Caparina. Those are good. Those are Caparia. Those are they have those they're like Brazilian drinks, and they're made with sugar cane and rum, and they're good.
Oh, okay.
Wait, go back up. What
Brazil,
about
Argentina, beef empanadas, grilled beef skewers with chimichurri sauce and boniato puree.
puree?
Puree. Yeah.
See, I had the beef empanada last year. It was okay. The grilled beef skewer is something they have every year too. It's pretty good.
Australia will have garlic shrimp with roasted tomatoes.
That sounds good.
Lemon myrtle and rapini.
You think they're gonna serve that shrimp on the Barbie?
Yes, they are.
Grilled lamb chop.
Grilled lamb chop with mint pesto and potato crunchies. I
Now-
like that. I think mint pesto sounds delicious.
The grilled lamb chop is always a favorite of mine every year because they literally give you a lamb chop on the bone, and I just eat that thing. Go back up there for a second and let me see. You know what I noticed this year they don't have is the cake. The cake from what is it? I forget what it is, Boboti or something. Is that the cake they usually have in Australia? The cake, it's like a yellow cake with chocolate sauce on it, and then there's like coconut on top of it.
Don't know.
They usually have that every year.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they got a different dessert.
Is it a different dessert? You didn't read it.
Pavlova.
Crispy meringue shell with fresh Driscoll's, berries, and vanilla custard.
So, sounds different. Mexico, for their
Good
entrees, will
wines,
have
too. Penfolds.
shrimp taco with purple cabbage and taco de ribeye with salsa de chipotle.
And my favorite dessert for the whole food fest.
Rice pudding?
Yes, I love rice pudding. And the ribeye taco sounds good.
Sangria.
They haven't
Sweet.
had. Yeah, sangria will be good too. But they haven't had I don't think they've had a steak taco in a while.
That's good.
They used to have years
Last
ago.
year was a fish taco, if I'm not mistaken.
They used to have years ago. They would just give you a tortilla, like some steak, and then like maybe a little bit of salsa, and then like a lime. And those were the best tacos ever.
Now, I wonder if at the pavilion they're actually going to have the tequila flight.
They
Yep,
will.
They have a tequila.
Now-
Dos Equis too.
That sounds delicious. A mango habanero margarita.
Oof, sounds spicy. I don't want it.
What did you have? You had a
jalapeno.
margarita. Dude,
Were you there that day?
No, you were raving about it though.
Oh God, it was horrible. The bartender at La Cava del Tequila talked me into a jalapeno margarita. He said a little bite. I was like, oh, okay, I'll try it. I took one sip of this thing and I was on fire. It's like I just eaten 10 jalapenos at once.
Wow.
And that was one sip. I didn't even get through a quarter of that drink before it went in the trash. The heat never went away. Tequila Flight, though, at the booth outside of Mexico now, the one where they have the Food Fest stuff, which they have all year now, they have an organic Tequila Flight. I think it's either that one or the margarita. I know one of them has an organic Tequila Flight. But the margarita booth now, interesting fact, the margarita booth outside of the Mexico Pavilion is owned by La Cava del Tequila. So they own that. They run that booth now.
Singapore will have lemongrass chicken curry with coconut and jasmine
great.
rice. That sounds delicious. Seared mahi-mahi with jasmine rice and singa sauce.
Singa is a beer. Tiger beer.
Hey, look, here's a shocker.
Singapore Sling. Singapore Sing.
Sing.
Featuring Hendrick's Gin and cherry herring garnished with Cherry Man. Farm to market, all natural maraschino cherry. The one thing I'll say about the drinks at the Food and Wine Fest, since we're talking about it, don't expect any drinks on the rocks. They have no drinks on the rocks at the Food and Wine Fest. Every drink is pre-made and it's frozen. This is why I don't get any of the mixed drinks at the Food Fest. I personally can't stand mixed drinks. They have little to marginal liquor in them, and they're mostly ice. And they taste horrible. I just don't like frozen drinks at all.
Gotcha.
So when you go to the Food Fest, keep in mind that all the drinks that you hear us say that are on the list are going to be frozen drinks. I mean, China has drinks. They all have drinks. Even the drinks that are outside of the booths that they have there, most of them are frozen. The only booth that I've been to that actually has a sort of non-frozen drink, it's closed now, but it may reopen soon. The Moroccan Pavilion, they have a Sultan's Culata.
That booth's still open.
Oh, that's right. They moved it.
Yes.
They moved it down. Well, the Sultan's Culata is they basically put the pina colada mix on the bottom, and then they pour rum on top of it. So you get it has nothing to do
You
with
get an initial shot of rum, right?
It has nothing to do with the amount of liquor that's in it. I'm not a fan of frozen drinks. I just prefer my drinks over the rocks. So you can't get that because they don't have in order to save time, they don't have the employees mixing drinks,
Yeah.
you know.
It's already pretty. China will have Mongolian beef and a steamed bun, and their other thing
Always
will
a
be
favorite.
black
Ooh.
pepper shrimp with,
I had this last year, the black pepper shrimp.
with Sichuan noodles.
And
Sichuan.
chicken pot stickers.
Mm-hmm.
I love pot
Lots of
stickers.
good stuff there.
What was it? Wait, go back up to the. Did they have Tsing Tao beer? Francis Ford Coppola. I didn't know he had a Kung Fu Punch with vodka. Lychee aerated water.
Interesting.
What's this? Silky spun ice with toppings. 3 flavors. That must be like
I wonder if that's the toppings.
That must be like a snow cone. Maybe.
Don't know.
where they put the coconut, strawberry, and chocolate. You got to read the desserts too, man. You got to read the.
Oh well, trying to get through this is going to be the longest part here. So
I know.
And they can read all of this on the website too. So to get a full impact of
Kimchi
the
dog in South
magnitude
Korea?
of this menu.
Wait. So I'll read South Korea. Kimchi dog with spicy mustard sauce.
No comment.
Was it a hot dog with the kimchi on top and then spicy mustard sauce?
It doesn't say.
That sounds weird. And then you have a lettuce wrap with roast pork and kimchi slaw. I'm not a fan of kimchi. I tried it last year. It was
So that means you're going to eat nothing in South Korea.
pretty much. The bohee black raspberry wine, bak bun heiho, oh god, soju fruit slushy featuring Gennaro. I don't have no idea what Kemisu soju is. I don't know. You can skip that one. South Korea does not like appetizing. Africa has what? Barbecue style beef with onions, jalapenos, tomatoes, okra, and pap. Now that sounds good. If I remember correctly, the pap is like a sweet potato mush.
Oh,
If
cool.
I remember correctly, I don't know for sure. I could be wrong.
That's
That's
good.
what they had last year. Spinach and paneer cheese pocket. They had that last year. That was really good. The beef is always a favorite. They have the filet mignon. It's good. Cheese, almond crusted blue cheese souffle with fig jam. Oh, that sounds really good.
awesome. Sounds awesome.
Artisan cheese selection. Flagship reserve cheddar, La Bonne Treppe, creme brie, Wingard, Scuda. Wow, ooh, look at these wines here. Once Upon a Vine, the Lost Slipper Sauvignon Blanc, the Fairest Chardonnay, the Big Bad Red Blend, and a charming Pinot. Wow, that's a lot of wine. Oh, beer flights. They have beer flights at this one here. Wow,
We've gotten those before.
a bunch of German beers here.
They haven't panned out very well sometimes.
Yeah. Smoked wheat beer. I don't know about that one. Moving on to Germany. Let's see here. Schneiken noodle pasta gratin with ham and cheese. I think they had that last year. That was like a cheese mac and cheese almost with ham in it, but it was like a hard, and they cut it in like almost like a cake.
The pasta, mac and cheese, the mac and cheese typical pasta is bigger, where the shrunken noodle pasta is actually very thin, like super thin.
Schenken, not shrunken noodle. Schenken
Yeah.
noodle. Roast bratwurst and a pretzel roll. That's always good.
Pretzel rolls are big this year.
Yep.
Everybody's got one.
Apple strudel with Werther's original caramel and vanilla sauce. Ooh, there it goes. Ed will love that. Oktoberfest beer. And then some German wines. Poland has my favorite every year. The kielbasa and potato pierogi is one of my favorites every year. You get a nice pierogi with some sour cream on top of it. You get like 2 pierogies, sour cream on top, a little bit of caramelized onions, and then you get some. You get the kielbasa, little pieces of kielbasa. And they had this last year. I think this was the one they had last year. Yeah, the Zeppi Konki, which is toasted mushroom, caramelized onion, cheese bread with house-made ketchup. I didn't care for this one at all. No, thank you.
They have an okay beer.
I'm not a big ketchup
it's an
fan.
okay beer.
Okay, yeah, Okasim, okay beer. Frozen Zarlatka apple pie featuring Zabrowska bison grass vodka. Italy has ravioli.
Cheese ravioli.
De formaggio.
Formaggio.
So cheese ravioli.
Fantastici.
I don't know what this next one is. Oh God. Cannoli. Cannoli is the one after the Celestia A Papacelli Napoletani. Moretti beer, that's a typical like Italian beer. Moretti La Rosa. Prosecco wine, very good wine. Pinot Grigio, Chianti. American Adventure coffee cart.
Wait, isn't Prosecco like champagne?
Yeah, it's like a champagne type.
Okay.
It's like a bubbly type thing.
Yeah.
A shaken Jamaican coffee
Made with Kahlua, vanilla, and caramel, served hot or frozen.
Wait, I thought that. Oh, that That's at the American Coffee
Yeah,
Cart.
it's at the American Coffee Cart.
Not Disney. Sorry.
You got it. It's okay. Let it go.
Never mind.
Hops and barley. We'll have lobster roll, which they see. Now, this is my only complaint about the food fest.
It's not your only complaint.
Well, yeah, it's not my only complaint,
It's
but
one
it
of
is one of
many.
my. It's one of my biggest
It's
complaints.
at the top of the list.
Why does America have to do the same thing every year?
Because it's expected.
Yeah, but
That's new.
But why does it have
Whoa,
to?
Craisin bread pudding.
But why does it have to be a lobster roll? Don't we have other stuff beside lobster roll and New England clam chowder? I mean, really? I mean, that's what it is. Lobster roll with lemon herb mayonnaise, and it's not a good lobster roll to begin with.
It's lobster.
It's really not. It's not even like it's a tiny, and you get like one piece of lobster.
And then you get New England clam
And then-
chowder.
And then you get clam chowder, and it's cool because they give you a small little Tabasco thing to go with it.
I'll
But
drink
still,
the Tabasco. You eat the chowder.
I mean, every year it's the same two things. We have barbecue. We have so many other things. I think it makes us look bad. The fact that I think it makes us look bad that we only have the same thing every year. I mean, I don't know.
Stick with what you know.
Far
if it's popular.
as
Yeah, but Sam, I mean, really,
It's
I mean,
new
the
to somebody.
craisin bread pudding, that's good. Well,
I'm gonna have
how
that.
is a lobster roll new to someone? I mean,
It's
everybody's
new to
had
me,
a
but then
lobster
again,
roll.
I don't eat lobster, so I wouldn't have.
I
it.
think
Someone
they,
has
I think they
that
do it just because it's easy and
I'm
they
gonna
can.
Aside
Now-
from the craisins, I'm gonna skip.
now,
that
now,
booth.
now onto this booth. Far as they have 2 new beers, we haven't had the Rogue Chocolate Stout. and
But they
the-
have Boston Lager, Sam Adams, Oktoberfest, Sam
Those have
Adams,
been there.
Cherry Wheat, Iron Horse Fairy Tale Cuvée, and then they have a beer flight. I think the Iron Horse may be a wine.
Okay.
But the Rogue Chocolate Stout, I've never had that. But they have a beer flight, so there you go. Now, the Florida local booth always impresses me every year, and this one actually really impresses me this year because they have Florida grass-fed beef. I've never had Florida grass-fed beef before. That's a slider with Monterey Jack. That comes in a slider with Monterey Jack and sweet and hot pickles.
Sounds
They
good.
have Florida shrimp ceviche, which is always good, with fire roasted vegetables and micro cilantro. Cigar City Brewing, Florida Cracker Belgian style wheat ale. That's a Tampa brewing company. Orlando Brewing, which is in like downtown Orlando, has their Sunshade Organic Pale Ale. Florida Orange Groves Hurricane Class 5 White Sangria. That's a good one for for Florida. And then you have Florida Orange Groves Key Lime Wine. That's a good one too. So you have all these great wines here. So there, and then Japan, you have the typical Japanese California roll, spicy hand roll, teriyaki chicken hand roll. Never had a teriyaki chicken. Yoki tofu topped with miso sauce, edamame, and served with the grilled vegetables. That sounds good. Sapporo is an excellent draft beer.
That Yoki, that's vegan, right?
This Yoki.
Because it says tofu.
Well, no, because there's no meat, no animal stuff in there, right?
I don't know.
I don't want to support that. I don't know.
I don't know for sure.
It could be because it's
could be,
tofu.
Green tea culotta and they have sake.
And they have what was the beer?
Morocco Sapporo, which is a good Japanese beer.
Mm-hmm.
Morocco has the kefta pocket, which they have every year, which is just like ground beef, seasoned ground beef. They have the harissa chicken roll. They have that. Baklava, Casa beer, and then they have a lot of wines. Sangria. New Zealand has a granulated green lip mussel with garlic and herbs. Lamb meatball with spicy tomato chutney. They had that last year. Venison sausage. Ooh, that sounds good. Deer sausage. Wow, with
Then they
pickled
put
mushrooms
in it.
baby arugula, and black currant reduction. Ooh, I have to try that.
Wow.
That sounds awesome. Wow.
That does sound
Kim
good.
Crawford Pinot Grigio. Kim Crawford, what does that say?
Unoaked Chardonnay
Unoaked Chardonnay.
and a Pinot Noir.
Belgium has potato and leek waffle with braised potato and leek waffle with braised
You
beef.
saw it correctly.
You have piqued my interest, Belgium. Way to go.
And then a Belgian waffle with warm chocolate ganache and whipped cream.
And then a Belgian waffle with berry compote featuring Driscoll's berries and whipped cream. Hogarden is an excellent beer. Stella Artois is an excellent Belgian beer. I know I'm pronouncing that horribly wrong, dude. I think the beer flight in Belgium looks good. Hogarden, Stella, Leaf Blonde, Leaf Brune,
And chilled coffee featuring Godiva chocolate liqueur.
Wow. I am very intrigued with the potato and leek waffle with braised beef. That sounds really good. That Belgium might be my favorite booth this year. France once again with the escargot, Paraslades, and broche, which is they basically put the escargot on a bread bowl, which is always one of my favorites.
Yes, it is.
The Bœuf Bourguignon, which is the braised short rib and Cabernet with mashed potatoes. This is always a good one. Ed likes this one. He gets it every year. Creme brulee, chocolate creme brulee chocolat. Chocolate milk creme brulee topped with caramelized sugar. Kronenberg. Good beer. We've had Kronenberg before.
Black Kronenberg.
Blank. Kronenberg
Wait,
blank.
No. Yeah, I think it might be. Is either black or white?
Blanc.
Okay.
I'm
Blanc.
pretty sure it's white.
That's awesome. Eiffel Sour Cosmos Slush.
Instead of Eiffel
Vodka,
Tower.
Grey Goose, Cherry Noir, Grand Marnier, cranberry juice. Man, if these drinks were not frozen, I would be so drunk. I'm just saying. Ireland has
I know what you're saying.
lobster and seafood fisherman's pie.
Skip to the beer.
Kerrygold cheese selection. I always love the cheese selection. It's pretty good. The lobster and seafood pie is actually really good. The chocolate pudding with Bailey's custard.
That sounds good.
That's new.
Mm-hmm.
Usually it's a hockey puck lava cake. Actually, it was just a small lava cake, and that's what they've been using for years to determine how much less of food you get at the Food and Wine every year, because the lava cake would get smaller and smaller and smaller. That's awesome. And they have Guinness Draft for Mark.
Guinness.
They have mead this year again, and an Irish coffee. There.
And then
Canada has their Canadian cheddar cheese soup. Now this next one, I know you don't like fish, but this sounds really good. Seared rainbow trout with bacon. Orange Dole Whip. I never had an orange Dole Whip.
Orange Dole Whip with
Cream de
creme
cacao. White chocolate. Dragonberry Colada featuring Bacardi. Dragonberry rum. Ooh, that sounds good.
It's frozen.
And then, dessert and champagne. Chocolate orange cake. Hazelnut chocolate cheesecake. Morello cherry pistachio mousse. That sounds interesting. Then you have your dessert trio, which will probably
Frozen
be just those three
s'mores.
desserts. frozen s'mores. I don't know what that is.
Pyramid Weiss
Cream beer. That sounds interesting. I think we had a cream beer last year. It was like a Samuel Adams cream beer. I think we had something.
It was good.
Guyland Belgian chocolate seashell truffles. That sounds good. Moet and Chandon. Imperial, Ice Imperial, and Nectar Imperial Rosé. Nicholas Frolette Rosé. And then you have the Hawaii booth, which has Kahlua pork sliders with sweet and sour dole, pineapple chutney and spicy mayonnaise. The tuna poke from last year was seaweed salad and lotus root chips. It was actually pretty good. Kona Brewing Company.
Yeah, no surprise in the Kona Brewing because they have that at the Club Lounge at Poly.
Yeah. Well, they have it around the park, too.
Okay, yeah.
Kona Brewing Company Big Wave Golden Ale and Kona Brewing Company Pipeline Porter. And they have Alani Sunrise featuring Ocean Vodka.
Scotland
Is a new one this year. They have seared Scottish salmon with cauliflower puree, watercress, and malt vinaigrette. And then this one really surprises me. Vegetarian haggis. How do you have vegetarian haggis?
I don't know.
I knowing what haggis is, I don't.
What are neeps?
With neeps and tatties grilled, vegetable cake with rutabaga and mashed potatoes. Scottish Banff tart with bananas, Scottish whiskey, toffee, Walker's shortbread crumbles, and sweet cream. That sounds awesome.
Now, an FYI, if you get this month's, this quarter's Mickey Monitor, it has the recipe for the tart in it.
Oh, wow.
That is in the back of the magazine, so you get the recipe.
Check that out.
Do you think that they went with a vegetarian haggis because people wouldn't eat real haggis?
It could be.
Real haggis.
I think the word haggis alone is going to turn people away.
If you don't already know, haggis is like basically like a sheep's stomach cooked inside a sheep's stomach, kind of. I'm overly simplifying it tremendously, but am I
no,
off,
you're right.
Yeah, Mark. Yeah, I'm right.
It's all parts of the lamb stuffed into the stomach and then boiled.
Yeah, so it's not really an appetizing dish. So I could see them doing a vegetarian haggis.
Puts hair on your chest, man.
I guess they figured they had to do haggis because it's Scotland, but I don't know.
Scotchlight, get you. There you go, Mark.
They have a craft beers tent, which has plenty of beers here.
We talked about
Dogfish Head Brewery, Namaste, Abita Brewing Company, Fall Fest, Lincoln Gulls, Seasonal Shandy, Summer Shandy / Orange Shandy, Farta Beer Company, Devil's Triangle, New Belgium Brewing Company, Fat Tire. Everyone's going nuts over the Fat Tire. They just got that. There's a restaurant in Orlando that just started serving Fat Tire, and everyone is going nuts about the Fat Tire beer.
Is it because it's good?
Because it's good, yeah.
All right.
Widmer Brewing Brothers, Alchemy Ale, Red Hook Audible Ale, Sierra Nevada Torpedo Extra IPA, and then they have beer flights. Now, you know what I'd like to see? Maybe next year's fest. I know they have the craft beers tent, but I'd like to see maybe a cider. Some type of cider booth. Mm-hmm. Because ciders are really popular right now. I don't know if you know that, but
they're missing out then.
Ciders have really become popular over the last year or so, and a lot of people are doing ciders now. They've become sort of the in thing. So it's very interesting to see if they would have like an actual cider booth.
I would recommend people go to our go to the Mickey Updates website. Print out this article so you can plan out your route.
So neeps are turnips, are rutabagas, and they're blended with oatmeal.
Ooh.
And then
it is
Wendy
so good.
Wendy says it's so good. And then you have she says Fat Tire is terrific. But everyone's going crazy about the Fat Tire. I see it all over my Facebook feed. So people really like the Fat Tire. So
I will be finding Fat Tire next week's show.
We can try. I don't know if you can get at the stores just yet, but we'll see.
All right, moving on. That was a big article.
This is a big one,
and
too.
one of our favorites, too, because we like the Food and Wine
This is a big
festival.
one. This is a major announcement here.
SeaWorld and Busch Gardens introduce $50 weekday ticket. SeaWorld Orlando and Busch Gardens Tampa will have a new ticket option, so guests can enjoy all that they offer with a new $50 weekday ticket. The $50 weekday ticket is available online to U.S. residents at SeaWorldOrlando.com or BuschGardensTampa.com, or by calling 888-800-5447. The $50 weekday ticket is valid for 1 weekday's admission to either SeaWorld Orlando or Busch Gardens Tampa and must be used by Friday, December 20th, 2013. For an additional $50 savings, guests may add a day's visit to Aquatica Orlando with the purchase of a SeaWorld Orlando weekday ticket.
Only $25 more.
Yep. Or add a day's visit to Adventure Island and Tampa with the purchase of Busch Gardens Tampa weekday ticket. Guests may only purchase the additional visit to the water park with the purchase of the $50 weekday ticket.
Now, let's talk about the $50 weekday ticket. I know you're probably over there like jumping for joy because you always want cheaper prices on tickets. You're the cheaper price.
I'm just saying
ticket.
you don't need to raise your prices. That's all I'm saying.
But I have to say, seeing now that this is the $50 ticket, two things come to mind. A, it's during the week. It's during the weekday. So, it's going to be a day when the park has shortened hours, which it could open at 10 and close at 5. So you're not going to get a huge amount of time to spend in the park.
Right, but it's still a good day to. It's still good to get the savings on it if you're not going to be there all day.
Hold on. B, if you purchase a food pass for that day and all you care to eat food pass, let's say they talk you into that. I mean, realistically, you're not really. You can only do basically lunch and breakfast. You can't really do dinner because it's not open that late for dinner, so you kind of lose out on that deal too. So I mean, and the other thing is too. I mean, I would hate going to SeaWorld and are seeing this and then saying in my head, well, this is awesome. I can afford this now. And now I can go for $50. Mm-hmm. And then going in my mind or going to SeaWorld with the thought of, okay, I have this. The only reason I'm here is because it's cheap. So because I can afford it. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad. It doesn't really matter too much. In the back of my mind, I'm always going to have that thought that I'm here because I got a $50 ticket. I really hate, if people have that mindset because I really think SeaWorld is a good park. I think it is an awesome park. And, you can get that pay for a day, go for a year thing. Mm-hmm. And that's a great value. I mean, you pay like $80-$90, but you get to go for the whole year.
Right.
So, I mean, that's a great value, and I think this is a great value too. I just think that SeaWorld is underselling themselves, and I don't think they needed to reduce their ticket. I think what is happening.
Maybe they didn't need to. Maybe they just wanted to.
Well, I think a couple of things are going on here, and I also I have the notion this could be not could be far fetched, but I also have the notion that maybe SeaWorld could be doing this because of Blackfish. Because of the movie that's coming out about SeaWorld. So maybe they're trying to reduce the price because there's been a lot of bad press for SeaWorld.
Well, I'm sure Blackfish is not going to spin anything to the positive. I'm
no,
sure
it doesn't.
I'm sure it's a slanderous movie that's just designed to slander.
And none of it's true. Right. I mean, well, some of it is
I'm sure
true.
There's truth in it, but they're still going to put the negative spin on it. We read every week.
On Facebook, they were doing like a protest or something for SeaWorld, and there was a page for it. And I was just fishing around in there, and I got kind of annoyed with this one girl's comments. And she said, well, 3 animals have died at SeaWorld in captivity. And I'm like, well, SeaWorld saved 22,000 animals. So what gives you the right to choose to save the 3 animals so the other 22,000 can die? Mm-hmm. I mean, if you really sit back and think about it, SeaWorld has done way more good than they have done bad. Yeah. It's just these movies choose to look at the bad stuff only.
Yeah, they're not going to show the good stuff.
And people either don't watch the movie or they watch the preview and they automatically get it stuck in their head that SeaWorld is bad. SeaWorld is good. They do so much good. Your ticket price goes to help. Portions of your ticket price go to help the SeaWorld Conservation Fund. I mean, there are things in place. SeaWorld is a good company. I mean, I can't stress it enough. I mean, they take care of animals. They go to the river and the oceans, and they pull these animals out, and they heal them and then put them back in the water. I don't see any other company doing that. PETA's not doing that. You want to talk, if PETA's the one behind these things, they protest, but what do they do to save animals?
Nothing.
SeaWorld is out there saving the animals and doing all this stuff, and these people that they want to protest because these things are in captivity. No, I mean, honestly, if I was a dolphin or something, I would want to be in a cage or something like that.
Especially at SeaWorld.
I mean, I knew I knowing that I wouldn't have to hunt for my food. I get 37 square meals a day because they're constantly throwing fish at me. Exactly. I mean, all I have to do is play around a little bit and have some fun. I mean, that sounds like a good time.
Kind of sounds like our job anyway.
Sounds like a vacation 24/7. So I mean, I hope they're not doing that because of this, but I do hate the fact that I know there'll be people out there that'll just go with the mindset to SeaWorld that, hey, I'm only here because it's cheap. If it sucks, well, it's only $50. I expect it to be bad because
hopefully
it's
they go
half
and they
the
say,
price.
look, I've only paid $50. I'm going to get the most out of this park that I can, get the best value.
I think they're going to go with the mindset of that it's a bad park, and that's why they had to lower the price because no one's
it's a great park at
exactly.
$50. It's a great park at $100.
But it is.
But
people are going to go with the mindset that they're going to go into the park with the mindset. I guarantee you that the reason why they had to lower the price is because they're not cutting mustard or something, or they're just not cutting it, and people just don't like it and they hate it, and so on and so forth. So that's why the price is cheaper. And they're just going to go in with that mindset, and
I'm going to
spin it spoil their day.
They're giving back to the community by letting them visit the greatness of their park.
Well, I agree with that. That's a good statement too. But the other way you look at it too, I mean, SeaWorld's not really losing much because if they send you on a weekday where there's not a lot of traffic, anyways, so really they're increasing their traffic during the week by doing this ticket. A, and B, I mean. Yeah, they increase their traffic by during the week, and B, the park usually closes at like 4 or 5 during the week, so it's not a late night for the park. Mm-hmm. So, and the other thing is too, think about it this way: if you go during the week, you're more than likely maybe to buy another weekday pass because of the fact, or an annual pass. Because think about it: if you go from 10 to 5, do you think that's really enough time to see all the shows? No, and it's not. So maybe that's part of their plan too, is to say, okay, look here, we get you in for one day.
Maybe if you just go for all the shows, you could do it.
Maybe,
but if you go for the shows and the rides,
you'd have to run from show to show. Because you've got
we had to do that one year.
Allure, you've got the Sea Lions, you've got the Blue Horizons.
We even skipped the Sea Lions most years.
You've got Shamu. I mean, and all these shows are at set times. And Shamu is only like maybe 2 shows a day. Mm-hmm. So there's a good chance that you could miss that show seeing something else that just doesn't line up. So, I mean, maybe that's part of the plan too. Maybe they figure you'll just miss out and want to come back. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what their reasoning is for doing the lower ticket price.
I'm just happy they're doing it. More people can go and enjoy the park. I hope.
Yep.
Transformers The Ride 3D reaches 1 million riders at Universal. Transformers The Ride 3D has reached its 1 millionth rider milestone just over a month after its initial debut at Universal Studios Florida. Transformers characters in-park appearance also hit a Universal Orlando, and are now the highest guest-rated character experience across the destination. The appearances take place daily next to the attraction, and guests get to meet, greet, and take photos with larger-than-life Transformer characters like Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, and Megatron. We got our picture with Megatron. He was way cool. And that's the end of the news.
Cool.
Alrighty.
We're going on to Ed.
All right, we're going to go with the weather, and we're going to start with Saturday, August 3rd. Chance of thunderstorm with a high of 91 and a low of 73. On Sunday, chance of thunderstorm with a high of 93 and a low of 75. And on Monday, it's a chance of thunderstorm with a high of 91 and a low of 75. And on Tuesday, chance of thunderstorm with a high of 93 and a low of 75.
That doesn't change much.
There really is no rumors this week, so nothing new. But just something to keep in mind is these are rumors, and the reason I bring this up because with a couple, it might have been a couple weeks ago, it might have been a couple days, but I remember that the people were saying, and the guy who one of the people who's been breaking out the info on the Phineas and Ferb rumor is being like 100% sure on it, and you got to remember these are rumors; it could not happen, and he's just like the way he's been acting is just so confident that it's gonna happen.
They sell it.
I mean, and then
So basically, what you're saying is the person who's spreading the rumors. Who's spreading the rumor? It's Jim Hill. Jim Hill is the one spreading the rumor.
No, it's someone else.
No, Jim Hill was the one who started it.
No, it's not the person who started. It's someone else who's.
That's not what I was told. I was told Jim Hill was the one that started it.
He started it, but this is someone else.
Well, I mean, but still, it's still a Jim Hill rumor.
Oh, yes.
Which is not to be, I mean, taken with really. The guy does not have a good track record.
Yes.
I mean, whether or not, I mean, the guy that you're talking, I don't know who you're talking about, but unless he's Jim Hill and the one that started the rumor, how can he say with any surety that it's going to happen?
Exactly.
I mean, I don't know. So there you go. I mean, unless he has a connection.
Dude, that wasn't even a sentence.
Why do you always have to feel the need to nitpick everything I say? Okay?
Because you didn't say anything.
I did. Words came out of my mouth. Whether or not they formed a sentence is a different story.
You just do a whole string of stuff. But
the point I'm trying to make is, remember, these are rumors. That's what I'm just trying to say. I mean, a great example.
Exactly. Okay.
A great example is Kentucky Fried Panda. That was probably going to happen, but it didn't.
You think the rumors got out and then the rumors got out and people said, no, we don't want that?
I think what happened with that is it had nothing to do with the rumors. I just think it had to do with the fact that because from what I understand, they built the restaurant to include Kentucky Fried Panda, and it was a last minute decision from Fox to cancel Kentucky Fried Panda and go with something else. So because Fox had to approve of The Simpsons inside Universal because they own it. So did Matt Groening. So they didn't want it. So I really do believe that's why that's not there.
Yes.
Now, and I understand what you're saying about the rumors. Yes, I mean, nothing is set in stone. Anything can happen. Everybody, I think the Phineas and Ferb thing, I think people are just going to get people are so passionate. There's no pavilion inside there's no ride or attraction inside any other park or any park in general that people are more passionate about than the Imagination Pavilion. I swear that it's the only pavilion where people will rise to arm in a militia and picket. They will literally picket in front of the theme park and say, I guarantee you, if they announce that they're closing Imagination, people will protest Disney over the fact that they are closing that ride.
And to be honest,
I guarantee you.
And to be honest,
no other ride is like that.
The person who's being like, I guess, super sure that's going to happen is going to do that, and that's why. He's being all he's trying to
get people riled up to stand out there and picket.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I understand. I can relate to being upset to them getting rid of Figment, but I'm not gonna. I mean, it's not. Protested every year at the stupid stockholders meeting. People ask, when is the Dreamfinder coming back? And they tell them every year he's not coming back, and he hasn't come back yet. And they've been doing that for years. So when is the point when you just say, accept the fact that are not in control of Disney, you're not Bob Iger, and you have no say. Clearly they just, maybe they have some master plan. Maybe Figment is past his prime. I mean, it sucks. I think it sucks horribly, and I hope they don't get rid of it. But I don't know. I just think all this complaining and protesting is useless. I just don't think it gets you anywhere. It just furthers.
They're gonna do what they're gonna do.
It furthers.
But you can feel better by at least saying your opinion.
It furthers them along and not and going the other direction by you doing that. Because it just makes it, well, we don't want these people in the park. I mean, they're crazy, so let's get rid of Imagination. So it's just, it's craziness.
They can get rid of Imagination, just don't get rid of Figment.
Yeah, that's fine. And
that's our hope. It's and these are just rumors that they've been posting stuff, but
and come up with a Figment movie, for crying out loud.
Yes, exactly.
We talked about that a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm. And that's all.
All right.
So, all right. Well, moving on from that, I want to talk about some stuff that we did last week, and then I want to talk about some stuff that opened today too. First, I want to talk about last week. We got to go take a trip back. It had been a while. We hadn't gone since it opened, but we went to Dave & Buster's last week and got to experience Dave & Buster's
They
and
have
go
free
there.
stuff now, right?
And they had some
Yes,
free
it's
games.
one free play on 5
And
games.
we will talk about that in a minute.
I see.
Now, we went to Dave & Buster's for a friend's birthday. I hadn't been in about a year or two, ever since it opened. I think it's been about a year. I have not been to Dave & Buster's. I like the premise of Dave & Buster's. I just don't. It's just
It's the execution you don't like.
It's just crazy expensive to go there, and it's like you don't really. I don't know. I will say this though. One of the things that Dave & Buster's promotes pretty heavily is their eat and play combo, which isn't available on Friday and Saturday nights after 5 p.m. I found that out when we went there,
Wow.
which kind of sucked because I had my whole evening planned out. I looked at the menu. I knew what I was going to get in the eat and play. I was going to get my $10, and I was going to have a good time because, as you'll find out later, I found out that, $10 can go a fair amount of way at Dave & Buster's, so... But we got there, and no eat and play combo. We both ordered entrees. Ed got a burger.
Bar burgers.
Bar burger. Now, what was on the bar burger?
It was 4 sliders with special sauce.
So it was sliders.
Yeah.
I don't remember what was
No,
on
it's
them.
special sauce on it because that's why I ordered it. And it was on a Hawaiian bread roll. You know, those King Hawaiian bread
Mhm.
rolls.
They just throw pineapple in there.
Probably. They probably do. I'll pull up the thing here and I'll tell you. Ed got the bar burgers, and I don't see those on here. Original bar burgers. 4 mini cheeseburgers on King's Hawaiian rolls with American cheese and secret sauce served with seasoned French fries. And this was not bad. It was actually pretty good. The King's Hawaiian roll was a nice bread for the... I've never had that as like a hamburger bun, and that was actually pretty awesome. I might try that at home sometime with some sliders. That was actually pretty cool. And then they had the fries with that, and the fries, they have really good fries there. Now, as far as my entree, I had the peppercorn sirloin steak, which was actually really good. 8-ounce sirloin topped with herb boursin cheese and peppercorn sauce, served with loaded garlic mashed potatoes and crispy frazzled onions. This was fantastic. It was like $12 or 13 or $14.99 for this entree, and Ed's was like $9.99. And we both had, or I had a beer. I just had a regular cider, I think, or no, I had a Bud Light. Excuse me, I had a Bud Light, and then we basically had that, and it was really good. And we all had drinks and stuff, and we hung out, and it was nice. They were accommodating to us. We had a large group of like 17 people, so they were very accommodating to us. Now they didn't have eat and play that night. The no eat and play combo, which I think with the eat and play combo now you do get tickets. Yeah, you get 100 tickets. So you get a $10 game card plus 100 tickets. And realistically,
Good enough for a fuzzy troll pencil
if you're realistic, when you go to these like family fun centers or something, which I would consider Dave & Buster's to be, when they first opened, they tried to be like the adult-ish. Like
Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese, but now they've just turned into Chuck E. Cheese. There's just,
God, are you
there's,
serious?
there's kids everywhere. There's kids everywhere.
Well, to be honest, I think this one, because it's in Orlando. Maybe not some other ones. But
I don't know.
This one, yes.
But with this one, when you go to like a Chuck E. Cheese or something, there's always something you can get for like 1 ticket or 2 tickets. Well, the lowest thing you can get at Dave & Buster's is 70 tickets, and that was Laffy Taffy, and that's the only thing they have under 100.
Goodness gracious.
So one Laffy Taffy thing is like 70 tickets. So, because we played a few games to get tickets, and I didn't get like 110 tickets. I mean, it was crazy. I couldn't get anything. But I mean, when you go up in the prize, like, for 5,000 tickets, you could get a blender. I mean, they had weird stuff, or a toaster. They had like a
shot
toaster.
glass.
They had weird stuff.
You're gonna get a toaster. You're gonna like
But
it.
with the eat and play,
You're getting a toaster.
The eat and play starts at $16.99.
Does the toaster say Dave & Buster's on it?
Yes.
No, seriously?
No, probably. I don't know. Now the eat and play combo includes a $10 game card plus 100 tickets for $6. It starts at $16.99, so you can get that. But We didn't get that night, but we did do a $10 card, and if you sign up for their whatever deal there, you can sign up and get an extra $10, but you don't get it for like 48 hours, but you get an extra $10 play card in the email or something, and then you can go from there. Now, when we went in there, they do have, I believe it's 4 games that you can play for free. They basically, you swipe, you have to put $10. You have to get $10. You can't, they're not necessarily free because you have to get a $10 play card in order to play them. So you get one free play per card, per swipe, or per card or whatever, and you have to have that $10 play card to get it. So there was like 4 games, and 2 of them, there was one that was a ticket game. It was some chicken game where you send a ball around a little circle, and when it lands, you win tickets or something. And then there was a Sega had like a simulator shooter game that was a free play.
I think it was Dream Escape.
Yeah, Dream Escape, and then there was a pirate game.
No. It was the game, the survival horror shooter from Namco, Dark Escape. 40.
Dark Escape.
Is that it? Is that the name?
Yeah, but you only got 1 play on it for
Yeah.
free?
So you can't do 2 people in it. But on the Dream Escape one play was 2 guns, so that was kind of neat because simulator.
I couldn't
thing.
use my free game, and you use your free game at the same time on?
Oh, you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you'd both have to have $10 play cards. That's what I'm saying. Me and Ed just bought one $10 play card
Oh,
for
I
both
see.
of us.
Yeah,
So
you
if you-
can't
if
swipe
you-
it twice.
Exactly. So, like, if you go in there and buy, let's say, $40 for the family on one card, then you only get the 1 play. So, if you do go,
Gotcha.
get 4 $10 cards and then give them to your kids, that way they can each get their free play on those games.
Yeah.
There was another, like, fish game, I think, that was free, too, or something that spit out tickets. I don't know.
That one, yeah, oh yeah.
There was a few games, but they have a lot of redemption games. They also have a lot of play games where you just like regular arcade games. Now, what I will say is this is what I found out. The arcade games versus the redemption games, I went to multiple arcade games where they're just games like shooting games that spit out no tickets.
Uh-huh.
I went to multiple machines, and multiple machines had free games on them.
All right.
And it wasn't like one game. They'd have like 3 games on them. So I think what's happening is people are not willing to give up the tickets. So they bust their butt at the redemption machines because they want the prizes.
They gotta get that
But
blender.
but they don't
You're paying
care
for the prizes.
But
Don't
they
kid
but
yourself.
But it surprises me that they put the money in for the redemption or the non-redemption games, the arcade machines, and just don't play them. I mean that's taking away from money that you could have put in the redemption machines. So
I don't know.
and to further solidify the fact that you are gambling, they do have 3 slot machines in the back that spit out tickets. So just to make sure you know what you're doing
putting
here.
salt in a salmon because of the new Florida laws.
Yeah. So, it's. I mean, I like the games at Dave and Buster's. I will say this: the night that we went, it was absolutely crowded. There was kids running around everywhere. They had trashed the place.
The commercials don't show running around with kids. It only shows adults.
Exactly. And one of the we were walking with a friend of mine, and these 2 girls just came from behind him, and they were like, "Excuse me," and like just yelled at him, and he was like, "Oh my gosh," and then it was crazy. I mean, it was stuff like that all night. I mean, think of it as Disney Quest. I mean, you know how the kids go in there and trash it? It's the same level of respect for the paid games, and it's mostly the games are treated with absolute care and the utmost respect because people are interested in them because they're trying to get the tickets.
Yeah.
But the arcade machines are just blown to crap because people don't care because they're not winning any tickets. It's almost like they swipe their card 4 times in the machine and then realize they can't get tickets and then say, "Oh well, bye," and
Moving
then go
on.
somewhere else. It's so sad that the arcade is like that. I mean, they only care about the redemption games. They don't care about anything else. My thing is this. If you're going to Orlando and you want to play arcade games, you really want to play arcade games and you want to do it in an adult environment, there's only one place to go. there is the one and only Player One video game bar.
Mm-hmm.
I'm dead serious. There is nothing else like Player One. They cycle through the video games every week. It's a bar, so kids can't go in there to begin with because it's a bar.
Yep.
They've been serving food there recently, like they've been having themed meals towards different video games and such. And not only do they have video games like arcade machines, but they have video games like consoles. You know, they have like console
Atari,
machines.
he had Nintendo, he had Xbox,
He had
PS3.
Xbox Connect. He had Connect going on there. They were playing Just Dance.
So back on that theme food, is one night one slice of pizza missing? Pac-Man pizza night.
No. But you know, so I mean, Player One is the place to go. I mean, you really got to give it. I mean, you really got to give it a try. It's near the parks. It's not that far from Disney. I mean, you can drive there. It'd take you 5 minutes. It's just it's the place to go. I mean, and everything you pay like $4 to get in, but it's all
like
free
$5
play.
to get in. Yeah,
it's like all free
it.
play. So I mean, and they have ciders for like $3-4. I mean, stuff is relatively cheap there.
And the guy that owns the bar owns all the games too.
Yep.
So I mean, he takes care of them. He loves them. You know,
They have pinball in there.
He respects them like I respect
Which
them.
they don't have pinball at Dave and Buster's. I didn't see it.
He had one pinball.
I didn't see it when I went.
No,
there,
not
so-
at Dave and Buster's. At he had
Yeah,
a
one
great pinball. He had Twilight Zone pinball.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just a better place to go if you want to do this. And they've been doing dinners there. I mean, Dave and Buster's is so big and it's just so crazy expensive. It's like, and they have a chef at Player One that, I mean, he does like these themed meals, but he really like tries to outdo himself every time. And they just keep getting. I see the pictures of these menus, these meals, and they just keep getting better and better and better every time. So, I mean, they are turning into like gourmet meals, you know. So, I mean, much better food that you could get at Dave and Buster's.
Check out Player One. They're on Facebook.
So, and Dave and Buster's is a chain. I mean, you can get that pretty much
Anywhere.
any big city has a Dave and Buster's.
This is
So,
unique.
I mean, unless you're staying on I-Drive and don't want to make the drive and you want to walk somewhere.
When you can get a beer in a Missile Command mug and a Missile Command
real?
16-ounce glass. Yeah. Yeah, he's got a bunch of classic Atari glasses.
Yeah, you know you're at the right place.
Yeah, you definitely know it. That's why it was heartbreaking when we went there and you kept hearing glass break.
Yeah.
Which I guess he's fixed. He put in tables with little holes in them
Yep.
so it can hold the beer.
But I love that place. It
great
was
place.
It was a great place. So we had a good time there.
We will go again and again and again and again.
But yeah. But okay, moving on from that. I don't know if you've noticed this recently, but last week we were at Universal. And if you haven't noticed today, today was the day that they actually opened the Springfield, a lot of the Springfield stuff at Universal. They opened the Simpsons stuff. They opened more Springfield stuff. They opened the Bumblebee Man's taco truck.
Which has Korean tacos.
What?
Which has Korean tacos.
Yeah, they opened a bunch of stuff. They opened not only that, they opened the
Lard Lad, which
Lard Lad donut.
which has a donut sundae.
Yeah.
How can you not get that?
So there's a Bumblebee Man taco truck. Here, I'll put them in here. The Bumblebee Man. They have a Korean beef taco, which is Asian-inspired grilled skirt steak and a warm corn or flour tortilla, and finished with a zesty cucumber and radish topping. That's $8.49. The fish taco is fresh grilled cod with a citrus vinaigrette slaw served in a warm corn or flour tortilla. That's $9.49. Chicken taco, grilled sliced chicken served with cheddar cheese, lettuce, and homemade salsa served in a warm corn or flour tortilla. That's $7.49. And the carne asada taco, which is grilled skirt steak with guacamole and salsa served in a warm corn or flour tortilla, $9.99. Now, one of my friends did go to the Bumblebee Man's taco truck today and unfortunately was very disappointed. When you buy the tacos, it's 2 tacos and then chips. Apparently, the tacos are very small and they're not worth $10.
Aww.
So, I mean, he got 2 steak tacos, and apparently the steak tacos were the steak inside them was just very
non-existent.
Well, no, it was in there, but it was just dry and tough, and
No.
it was just not that good. I mean, it's really hard for me to my standard for tacos now has been raised because all I ever think about at tacos is Rocco's Tacos, especially on Taco Tuesday with all you can eat tacos. You know, that's all I think about. So, I mean, they have really good tacos at Rocco's for the all you can eat tacos. So, you know, for $15 I can get all you can eat tacos there. I mean, it's in the park, it's Bumblebee Man's taco truck, but you know, it's grilled. I mean, it just, I have to try for myself before I make a final opinion, but from what I've heard initially from people that have been there, they're just not impressed by the taco truck. Now, I will say this, the Lard Lad is out, the Lard Lad character is out, and there's the Lard Lad donut character. I thought he was going to be a lot bigger than he is. He's not really as big as I thought he was going to be.
Oh, he's pretty big.
He's pretty big, but he's not huge like I thought. I thought he was going to be like taller than Optimus Prime or something. But no, that's nothing. But here's the menu for the donut place. Now this does sound good.
Please.
The Big Pink, it's just $4.99, is a giant donut with sweet creamy frosting and sprinkles. You have the donut. You have the donuts, which is $2.29 for one, or a 4-pack for $6.99, and it's just donuts. They have made fresh daily donuts. They have an apple fritter or jumbo style donut with cinnamon and apples. That's $4.99. They have an ice cream conas, cake cones, chocolate, vanilla, and swirl soft serve. So I guess it's just an ice cream cone. Brain freezing sundaes, chocolate or vanilla soft served with your choice of one topping. It's $5.19. The cone was $3.49. Brain freeze donut sundae, chocolate or vanilla soft serve on a sprinkled pink frosted donut with your choice of one topping. And they have toppings.
Fudge.
They have hot fudge, caramel, rainbow sprinkles, chocolate sprinkles, peanuts, Reese's Pieces, and Oreo topping.
Yeah, I'm sticking with hot fudge.
Now they do have a Wiggum, Chief Wiggum statue, and they have his police car there, which I think is absolutely awesome. And then there's the Lard Lad is a very small operation. Another thing too I heard about the Bumblebee Man taco is that, and this is just first day jitters, I'm sure, but it was taking a long time to get the tacos and such because they were just slow. But that could be just because they're new at it. I mean, they haven't been doing it that long. So, but there's the police, the Wiggum Cruiser ran into the fire hydrant here. I love the license plate. You can't see it, but here it is. Number 1 doofus is what it says on the license plate. So that's awesome. And then they have the world famous Jebediah Springfield statue with the quote on the back, and it's a statue of him killing the bear. They have.
I wonder if they have a way to detach the head from it. Maybe at Halloween Horror Nights you go through and Jebediah Springfield doesn't have his head.
Like they did in the show.
Yep.
And then on the back of the statue says, "A noble spirit and Biggins the smallest man," or whatever the quote is from that. A noble spirit and Biggins the smallest man. Yeah, I think that's the quote. Now, in front of the Duff Brewery, they have the 7 Duffs. Now, I'm a little upset about the 7 Duffs.
Really?
Because the 7 Duffs do not have their names underneath each symbol. So how do you know which Duff is it? Now, the only thing I can think of is maybe the names for the Duffs were not PC enough for the parks, because essentially the 7 Duffs are just 7 types of drunks. That's basically what they are.
Like Lush?
Like Surly,
that's right.
And there's a few others, but you know, I'm surprised that they didn't put the names of the Duffs actually underneath the Duff logo on their little outfit there. So
maybe as a name tag they could add it.
Maybe. I don't know.
They do sell a shirt at the park with the 7 Duffs name on it.
With the Duff's name on it, then maybe they can add it. Now they do have the Duff Brewery here where you can get a beer. It's outside. I'm sure it offers great views for the fireworks at night. They serve Duffs and they serve Flaming Moe's, which is your non-alcoholic Flaming Moe there. You can get a Duff beer. You can get a regular Duff, Duff Light, or a Duff Dry. And then they have a Duff Draft Pilsner. I guess that's or Duff Draft Pilsner, which... these Duffs, yeah, they have 2 Duffs on draft. I wonder what the difference is between a Duff Draft Pilsner. Why would that be? I don't understand the difference there. But because it comes in a bottle. other than the other one. I guess it's just Duff in a bottle. Why would they call it a Duff draft? It doesn't come from the draft.
Yeah, but anything. Oh, no, that would be different. The bottle Duff that I got, the Duff Dry,
Yeah.
they had to take out of the bottle.
Yeah, which they have to do here as well, I'm sure.
Yeah, which kind of stinks because
I
you'd like
wonder
to
if
take
they-
the bottle home as a souvenir. It's
But
not
I
something
think
you
they
want to throw away.
Well, and they've been monitoring. I've heard they've been highly monitoring the Duff bottles because they've been keeping them. I don't know why they're keeping them. I heard it was because they didn't want glass in the parks, but I've heard they've been monitoring the bottles very carefully with like cameras and stuff because people like employees will take the bottles.
Wow.
And then like they'll sell them on eBay and you can get big bucks for a Duff bottle on eBay from Universal. I mean like hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
Really?
For one, yeah. That's what I was told if they're still on there. Flaming Moe, they have those frozen beverages, strawberry and pina colada. You can get a squishy, white cherry, raspberry lemonade or banana. You can get a Buzz Cola. It's a 0-calorie cola, 0-calorie cherry flavored cola. And they have fountain beverages and then bottled water. So you can get that there. And that pretty much, and there's a squishy machine in there. But they also have a little Duff like brewery gift shop and there as well. And it just has various Duff merchandise. I like the Body by Duff shirt. I think I'm going to buy that. You have Duff Man is in attendance. You can see Duff Man. He's standing out in front of there. You can see him. And then you have this amazing view because the Duff Brewery is right on the water. I mean, literally right on the water. It looks like they're going to put some more speakers in there too. But the Duff Brewery in that whole area is right on the water. It's just going to be... So there's tables and chairs. I cannot wait. I know when I go... Because I'm probably going to go this Thursday. When I go, I'm going to try and stay for the fireworks to watch them from the side there. That'll just be fantastic. Now, the King and Kodos ride is not open yet. That'll open soon, I'm sure. They just added there were special. They added like little things that you shoot at on the King and Kodos ride.
And the water effects.
Is there water effects too?
Yeah, it's gonna when you shoot them, I think it's gonna do like a spraying thing. On something.
No, from what I see here, there's like a picture of a character, there's Abe Simpson. There was a few other people.
Well, you're supposed to get squirted on that ride.
When you shoot them with the cannon, and then it does something, I guess. But there's little targets for you to shoot at. So it looks like maybe you will get squirted. So
There's a Duff bottle for like $6.70 plus like $13 to ship it. And there's like a pack for $36.
yeah, but the 6-pack of Duff
to ship
cans,
it.
I don't think it's the Duff
No,
cans
it's the
from
bottles.
Universal.
It's right there.
The bottle, see where that came from? That come from Universal. Mark's looking at the prices on eBay.
Oh, and they're empty bottles at that.
Yeah, but that Duff pack there, there's a company that actually makes Duff in like Brazil. So that's not unless that's like a 6-pack from the park. There is another company, I don't know.
There is another company that
You have to look and see if
did
it says
make
Florida beer.
that did make Duff. But
No, they still make it.
okay.
Because the country that they're in, something with the copyright laws, they can't sue them or something.
Who
so-
who would make this?
Florida Beer Company.
No, it doesn't say anything about that.
Yeah, so it would say Florida Beer on there somewhere, so it's probably not from Universal. But I heard that they were on there and that they were getting big bucks for them. So, but yeah,
No, I don't see
But
a
I
lot of
can't-
stuff. I don't see big bucks. So
I can't wait to check this out. It's gonna be awesome. Duff is are seeing the Duff Brewery, the Bumblebee Man. I'll try the tacos. I want to try a lard lad. I think I'll probably get a 4-pack. That'll be awesome. But I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. Can't wait to see Bumblebee Man. It's good stuff. So, and then the whole Simpson area just looks awesome. So really cool stuff there. So, but other than that, unless there's anything else that we need to talk about this week, if you guys have anything else you want to talk about,
Nope.
okay, well then,
nope.
then that's it. I always ask, and you guys say no. I should just not ask anymore.
No, we covered a lot.
I know.
We speak our mind when we don't sit here quietly.
Yeah, you do. You sit there so quietly. You all wrong. No, I'm kidding. All right. Before we go, we want to thank our sponsors again one more time, and we want to remind you too to donate to our Tiger Bowl page.
Please.
We will get that set up. Like I
Please,
said,
please,
our goal is
please.
$1,000. We want to try to raise $1,000, and we know with your help, and we'll be posting it on Twitter and Facebook. We can get to that goal.
And I'll do my best to break 100.
And Mark will do his best to break 100.
And
I will.
remember,
I promise this to you too, because I know I can get this at Disney. I will definitely. I promise this to you. I will definitely. I can't promise the quality will be amazing, but considering it's Disney Wi-Fi, it might be really good. But I can promise you that we will live stream the event. We will live stream our team. If they ask us to live stream the other teams, then we will. If they want us to do like a whole live stream for the whole thing, then we can do that as well. But we will live stream it so you can see Mark Bowl live.
Why'd you single me out on that? How about you? You're the bowler.
they're gonna, they're gonna
but
see
you're more
you.
interesting.
You got great
I mean,
form
if I
and you're
strike
gonna
like
get strikes.
12, if I get after the 5th strike, it starts to get repetitive and boring. You know, if you throw it in the ditch 4 times, that's must see TV.
Yeah. 300s are so boring.
They are. They are.
Do you ever wonder on TV why they even have bowling commentary people?
Yeah, because they have to talk about.
Ed Fisher's going up to the line. He's lining up a shot.
This is his 3rd time bowling in this tournament. Last year he shot a 260.
He's really excited to be
The
here.
lanes are really dry this time.
Bill, what do you think he's going to do?
Well,
I think he's going to throw the ball down the alley and try to get a strike.
Seeing as the lanes are really dry, I think he's going to go for an outside shot right on the 5th board. He's going to get it down to about the 3rd arrow. He's going to watch it come back, do a nice arc, little rotation there, and come right into the pocket and ease that in.
Like I said, he's going to try to throw the ball.
You did not
and
say
get a
that.
strike. It's exactly what I said.
You said he's just gonna throw the ball.
Get a strike. He's going to throw the ball and get a
You
strike.
oversimplify.
I think you're right.
You
Let's watch.
oversimplified what he said. You did not.
You're just saying what you think they should say. That's not what they do say.
That's what it boils down to.
You just want
Trust
them to.
me,
you
it's
just-
what it boils down
You
to.
just want them to cut to the chase.
He's going to throw the ball, get a strike.
So
Ooh, he left one pin up. Jim, what do you think he's going to do next?
I think he's going to shoot the
He's
spin.
going to try to get that other last pin down. I think you're right. Let's watch.
Well, seeing as it's the 7 pin, let me overthink what Mark's thinking. Seeing as it's the 7 pin, I think he's going to move to the outside board. He's going to shoot it across the middle arrow and then right down there and knock that thing right out.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's
No,
exactly
you
what
did not.
That's exactly what I said.
No.
All right,
You guys
before
don't
we
listen
go, we
very
want to
well.
thank our sponsors. We want to thank we want to thank Kingdom Strollers for they provide premium stroller and crib rentals delivered straight to your Disney or Orlando resort hotel or vacation home free of charge. You choose the time of delivery and pickup, and they'll do the rest. It couldn't be easier, so book your Orlando stroller rental today. Visit their website, www.kingdomstrollers.com, or call or text them at 407-271-5301. That's call or text them at 407-271-5301. Make those reservations now for those strollers. MapleLeafTickets.com has been providing discount Orlando area attraction tickets for more than 30 years. Visit them today at MapleLeafTickets.com or call 1-800-841-2837. That's 1-800-841-2837. All together now. That's 1-800-841-2837. You guys did. That was the most horrible altogether.
Well,
I've
you have it
ever
in
heard.
front of you.
Yeah.
You've got the visual prompts.
What you could go
And
7
make
0
And make up numbers.
Yes.
I don't think they'd appreciate that.
800. Let's see.
Unforgettable Destinations, your experts to the world of magic. A Disney vacation requires planning and knowledge and constant research for your favorite destination. Unforgettable Destination allows you to kick back and relax, leaving the planning to those who know it best. So your vacation is unforgettable and full of memories. Instead of stress, visit their website at altogether now, www.unforgettabledestinations.com. Our call toll free, 1-800-459-8123. That's www.unforgettabledestinations.com or toll free at 1-800-459-8123.
I get the first part.
And now, we're going to skip that because it's not July anymore. Be sure to follow them on Facebook and like them on Twitter, or like them on Facebook and follow them on Twitter. Sorry, I got my social networks mixed up with the keyword U Destinations. Wow, I am scoring high points tonight. Packages for 2014 are available right now, so contact them. be their guest and let unforgettable destinations do the work.
Yay.
The Mickey Updates, our MickeyUpdates.com smartphone application is now available to download for iPhone and Android devices. From the app, you'll be able to read all the latest news in the palm of your hand, read our tweets, check the weather, add refreshment dates to your phone calendar, listen to our podcast, listen to our podcast, listen to our podcast, and listen to our podcast, and so much more. Because you're already doing it now, why not listen to it 4 more times? Download right now from the App Store and Google Play Store. Just search Park News or Mickey Updates. And I'm sure, seeing as we're using the new Ustream here, it'll be possible for us to include our live feed in the app somehow. It should be able to. So we try to work on that and see if we can get that in there. And if there is nothing else, like I said before, then I think that's it. We're going to do it for this week.
Is our podcast counting down?
No, that is the video. This.
Oh, I see. Okay. I was
That
worried.
is this.
I was worried what was going to happen
It's
when we
this.
reach 0.
It's this.
It's the
That's-
final countdown.
You know, that whole video for that song. On a final note, the whole video for that song, the first like 30 seconds where they build up to that whole thing with them like happening with the countdown and everything is better than the whole rest of the music video.
Yep.
Infinitely better than the whole rest of the music video. Them like getting on stage and like getting it ready, and the guy's like, "We're ready to go," and he's like 10, and there's like a cat. I don't know. It's awesome. You have to admit that it's better than the rest of the video. It's all. We at least we can all agree on one thing. That's better than we built the city on rock and roll. Let me crank that up for you, Mark.
No.
No.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for this week. Thank you for joining us on the Mickey Updates podcast.
This is Mark.
Rob.
Wait. And
Ed.
Ed.
Sorry. Bye.
Can't hear me.